Facebook is shifting things again. It's being oh so fun. I'm going to rotate to the studio view. All right. Good morning, everyone. I had totally set up to teach to you from another section of the studio. Move this out of your way. And it looks like Facebook has shifted how things operate again. So here we are in this other view of the studio. We're going to do some moving stretches today. So let's start out feet about hip width apart and just wiggling the hips back and forth, nice and easy. Feet staying on the ground, hips side to side. So I've had to back off from the stretches that I was doing a few times a week. My hip is very unhappy lately, and static stretching is really bothering it. And then rotating the arms. So we're going to try keeping a little bit more movement in it. Hopefully that'll help us all feel good, huh? Nice, just rotating here. Beautiful. And then just to warm up, just reaching up and stretching. You can tap your toe, point your toe, make it fancy. Shoulder stays down even as your arm comes across. Because it's good to get a little bit of warmth before you try stretching too much. Beautiful. And now bring the feet together and let's swing the hips. So getting a little bit more sassy with it. You can put your hand up if you like. Give me like a little half pin up look. Check in with your tailbone. Make sure it's pointing down at the ground, not sticking out to the back. Swap your hands, because why not? Nice. So wiggling it out. Let's take it up to the chest. So just slide the chest from side to side. You can step your feet a little wider, if that feels good for you. Yeah. Moving to your comfort. So if you're ready to push it a little bit more, that's cool. If you're just getting started moving today, take it easy. Slide the chest forward and back. Enjoying a little bit of beats from our friend DJ Wiggles. Nice. And now let's take it around in a bit of a square. So forward, side, pull it back, side, forward, side, back, side. Again, a little bit more. And then circle it out. Going for the range of motion that's comfortable for you. Nice. And then forward, side, the other side. Forward, side, back, side. Circle it out. Beautiful. Nice. Nice deep bend in the knees now, and pull your pelvis forward and back gently. Using your abs, try to let the glutes be soft here and not help out so much. I'm just rocking the pelvis back and forth here. Nice. And then we did our side to sides here, so we're going to take it forward, side, back, side, forward. Navel comes to spine when you go back. Nice. One more time. Navel to spine, and then circle it out. Nice bend in the knees so your hips can have space to move. Right? If you're locked up or too stiff, they won't have very far to go. Nice. Come to the center. We'll do that little square again. Center, side, back, side, front, center, back, side, front, center, back, side. Circle it out. Nice. Just enjoying that movement. Beautiful. I'm going to pop forward and see what my friend... Oh, hey, Noel. What's up? Awesome. So let's go for a little bit more hip movement. I'm going to move this shirt out of the way. So perching the toe on one side, and we're going to sit straight down. So when you're sitting straight down, not off to a side. That will hurt your hip. Well tested that for you. So sitting straight down, one toe is perched, and then we're going to lift up and drop. Lift and drop. So using the obliques, go easy here. Nice. All right, we're going to go for making first a square and then smoothing it out to make a circle. So pull it up, push it back, so you're kind of opening up a little bit. Drop it down, which means you got to bend deeply in the knee, and use your abs in front to pull it forward. So up, back, down, forward. Up, back, down, forward. And then try to circle it out. Connect those dots. Make sure you're not poking your hip out on the other side. Nice. And then just for fun, because both ways are good to know, try starting down, back, up, front, down, back, up, front, down, back, up, front. Try to move my hand out of your way so you can see what's going on. Nice. So you're kind of making a circle on the screen with your hip. Like if you had a pen right in the middle of it. You draw in a little circle there. Let's try the other side, shall we? So perching on a toe and then sitting down. Just pulling up with the oblique so your hip is kind of coming up towards your rib. And a kiss in there. Nice. We're going to pull up, drop it back, bring it down, and forward. Up, back, down, forward. And you might find that one side is easier than the other. Nice. Roll it out. Breathing as you're doing it, and come to center. We're going to go up, front, down, back, up, front, down, back, front, down, back. And one direction may be easier for you than the other, and that's okay. That's part of the variety of bodies. But if you practice both of them, you can do either one. Nice. All right. Got some warmth and movement in there, right? Let's heat it up a little bit more and go for some shimmies. So first, a booty or a hip shimmy sort of, but it's your butt that's going to move the most. So bending the knees. Just going to push the quads back, 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 back. So they're going back to the wall behind. Speeding up. Movement gets a little smaller as you go faster. And your legs are probably jiggling, your butt's probably jiggling, your tummy might be, your chest, your arms. It's all good. It's a great warm-up. Enjoy that movement. It's also a great way just to shake off stress and get rid of the yucks. Right? Lots of wiggling and jiggling. It's hard for anything crappy to stick to you when you're moving that fast. Woo, so breathing in, anything you need to release, just let it go. Let it shimmy off of you. Breathing in is warm up. Nice. Beautiful. Shake that off, release that. Been trying to do that to shake out the tightness that's in my butt too, around my hip. It helps. So if you've got a tight area anywhere, try wiggling it and jiggling it just fast so that your body can't even think about it, right? And it just kind of starts to relax and you can't hang on to holding it anymore, intentionally or unintentionally. All right, so let's take it up to the chest and across the arms, over, hands on the fingertips on the shoulders, and just turning so that one elbow comes forward and then the other. Kind of like we did at the beginning when we were loosely letting the arms flop around us. Just rotating. And notice that your elbows poke out roughly where your nipples are. And so think about you're bringing one nipple forward than the other, kind of a thing, as we keep going, okay? Arms come up to the top of your shoulders. It's a little bit smaller of a rotation. We keep under our arms nice and lifted. And then we're going to extend, make the movement even smaller. So it's faster and smaller, but it's basically, it's the same thing. We're rotating our chest, okay? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And my arms are a little bit in front of me. They're not fully out to the sides. They're a little bit in front of me. And still keeping under the arms lifted. And you can move from side to side. If you feel stuck or you can't, going fast doesn't flow for you right now, just slow down and go back to what worked. If you're going fast and it feels okay, try walking around or doing something fun with it. Maybe you strut about with your shimmy or you smile. Nice. Release that. Big arm circles. Breathing. And coming forward. Nice. I'm feeling a lot warmer. Let's do a little bit more stretchy kind of movement here. So coming into a high lunge, both feet staying on the ground, and more train tracks than tight ropes. You've got a little bit of a space here, and just rock back and forth. Knees, hips, toes, all pointing the same direction, just rocking back and forth. So hopefully getting that lunge stretch, but a little bit of movement in there with it. Nice. And rotate it. Here we go, opposite side. Ground in first, know where you are. Knees, toes, hips, all pointing the same direction. And then just rocking back and forth. You can lift up heels and toes as is comfortable for you. Coming from the center of the body, the core, to move it. And this hip pain I've been having is so annoying. It's so hard for me to sit still and not do things. So I'm going to find a way to work with this. Hopefully it's good for you too. Nice. Okay, cool. So hopefully a little bit of stretch out in the legs. Let's come to center and first start with your feet parallel. Bend your knees. So that means your toes are pointing the same direction as your knees. And just do your hips. Tailbone still pointing down. So we've got like a really big, juicy hip bump going on. Right? You can put your arms up. Yeah. Sink down as is comfortable. Enjoy that. Stretching out your groin, sides of your legs. You feeling it? Nice. And let's take some big circles here. So coming forward, side, back. Right? These moves are fun. Stir in the pot. Nice. Go back the other way. Woo. Beautiful. And what the heck, since you're here, stick your booty out and wiggle it back and forth. So I'm just going boop, 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 real fast. Fast as you can. Bent over at the waist, navel's coming to spine. So not hurting anything, just sticking your booty out and jiggling it. Inner thighs wiggling. Your arms maybe, I'm getting wiggle in all those places. Nice, all right, release that. Now rotate your feet out as much as is comfortable, so you don't have to force it. We're just gonna keep it kind of chill here. And now we're gonna swing our hips going up side to side, maybe getting movement in a little different area now. Just enjoy that. Ooh, this is so good. I don't know why I didn't think of listening to DJ Wiggles before. Where have I been? Such fun, happy music, right? We all need that. Nice. All right. Hopefully, legs really nice and warmed up now. So come together. We're going to do some spine mobilizations. So make sure this is healthy and supportive for your spine. And then we'll make our way down to the ground. So knees, toes, hips, all facing one direction. We're going to kind of fold down with our chest out. And when you're coming down, check in and make sure that your knees stay going straight forward. They don't go in too much or fall out. So you might need to engage your inner thighs to make sure your knees stay engaged, just like you would if you were squatting down, just, you know, doing a booty squat. So we're going to lead with our chest. Booty sticks out. Drop the head. Coming up, tuck the pelvis, and then roll through the chest. And again. Going gentle. Support yourself on your thighs. Totally cool there. Nice. Now this time, as you come down, keep going, keep going, keep going. Head for the floor. Gently set the knees down. Back it up here. Hands under your shoulders and knees under your hips. Make sure that you're not diving your stomach forward. You're going to pull your navel up to the spine. Stay looking down. We're just going to look over one shoulder to the other, and maybe your booty curves a little bit, so you're looking at the side of your hip. Just wagging your tail. Nice. Come to center. We're going to go out to the side. We're going to lift up, so we've got that like scaredy cat look. Out to the other side, and then bend your elbows and let your chest come down. So we're going to basically just circle there. And I try to think of it as the chest circle that we were doing standing up, just on the ground. So I'm going down, side, back. Nice. And then the other direction. And the movement happening in here. Beautiful. And then come forward. We're going to sit here. And leave your feet pretty wide apart. Feet are on the ground, knees are pointing up. We're going to lean back on our chest and then just roll your booty around. So you might be kind of rolling across your sit bones or on the edges of them. You might even be massaging your glute muscles. Going back the other way. So circling the pelvis just like we have been, but this time keeping it pretty rooted to the ground. Nice. And then lean back a little bit more so you're able to just rotate your legs. So just rolling from side to side. Nice. Beautiful. And then just a little easy, gentle hip stretch. You're welcome to go deeper after this if it feels good in your body. So butterfly pose, feet push together, put your hands down and lift your body up and then set it back down. So hopefully you're more on your sit bones. And then we're going to rotate our chests here. Reminding our muscles that it's okay to soften and release and rotate the other way. Nice. And then just rotate from side to side. Maybe your fingers touch the ground as you come around. Maybe they don't. Whatever is comfortable for you. Moving through. Breathing. Enjoying. Nice. And coming forward, come to however is comfortable for you to sit. I'm going to go in a not too wide straddle. And you're welcome to go into whatever stretches feel good for you as I prepare our cards to see who our goddess guide will be for today. Thank you to Rhiannon, the sorceress, for being with us last time. I'm sorry I missed you last week. We had a family turmoil. Everybody's fine, but there's been lots of stuff going on in our house, so things have been a little discombobulated. On top of the fact that my hip some days is like so constantly painful, I feel nauseous all day. Good times, good times. All right, but let's see who is here to help and support us today. Actually, for a couple of days, right? So our next stretch will be Thursday. All right, so send through your desires for guidance. What do you need direction on? So much going on in the world right now, right? It feels like we need lots of support and guidance. So this is the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck from Doreen Virtue, which I think is really beautiful. And I've recently come into a few other Oracle decks. So I'll start mixing those in because they also have some beautiful wisdom to share with us. All right. Here. Oh. Well, this is awesome and so wonderful. Brigit, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Brigit or Brigid. I love her, goddess of the sacred flame. First, be quite clear about your intentions. If you're unclear, then confusion will lessen your power and force. Like a candle in the dark, be very clear and bright in what is acceptable to you in this situation. Make no mistake, I will guide and protect you. And yet, think of the unparalleled rise in your own viewpoint if you are to stand up for yourself and speak up about your needs and your deepest truths. Now is the time to touch your power, for its heat and flame will ignite your passion, which will propel you forward in countless ways. Even in the face of fear, you can stand up for your ideals and your truth. Be unwavering and make your stand today. Meanings of this card. Be assertive. Don't worry about what others think. Trust that your actions will work out fine. Speak your truth. Stick to your opinions. Put your foot down. Brigit is a Celtic triple goddess, which means that she represents three aspects of the woman: the young virgin, the nurturing and loving mother, and the crone, sage, wise woman. Brigit is a fiery goddess who tirelessly protects those who call upon her, and she's a feminine counterpart to Archangel Michael's warrior energy. Brigit's temple is in Kildare, Ireland. She's celebrated worldwide on February 1st, or 2nd, depending on where you are, the ancient sacred day called Imbolc, which marks the beginning of springtime and increasing daylight. So, fun fact about my family, my second son, Elvis, was born on Imbolc, or Groundhog's Day, as we celebrate it here, and his middle name is Aiden, which means goddess or God or protector of the sacred flame, Brigit's flame. So he is a little light for sure. Thanks so much for joining me. Just a heads up that we have some awesome things starting in the fall, some big series. Our fall solo burlesque series. If you've been thinking about creating your own solo, come and join us. I'd be happy to answer any questions. We have added so much more to this version, and it's online, so you can take it from anywhere and participate in an online show, and hopefully we'll be together and can do a show in Portland sooner than later. We also have, for more experienced performers, if you just want the accountability and support around it, Get Your Act Together, so named because I'm having trouble with that. And then Charlie Sharp is continuing her classes Wednesdays and Saturdays for Bendy for All Bodies. And lots of other awesome stuff coming. Oh, also, we're going to be starting Moon Body Magic Circle, September 14th. Melanie Gurley and I will actually be starting a circle to prepare us for each coming new moon. So Melanie of Beautiful Astrology will share with you the astrological weather that you can expect, and then I will offer up a movement or dance meditation to help embody that energy, keep it in you and in your flow. So that starts September 14th, and we hope you can join us in there. It'll be a monthly circle. Thank you so much for being with me here and for your patience with the technology. I'll be back on Thursday. Where did you go? I didn't know.